Welcome in this afternoon. We are starting the hour taking a look at rain on the radar right now.
A cool front is approaching southeast Texas, as we mentioned, pushing up our rain chances today. Chief forecaster David Tillman is tracking it all for us.
Houston City Council is addressing a sidewalk to nowhere ordinance this week. Now, that expression, sidewalk to nowhere, it first popped up about a year ago. Council passed a law that said developers had to build sidewalks with new projects or they had to pay a fee.
And the problem is that the fee is more expensive than just building a sidewalk. So developers are putting sidewalks in areas that don't make sense, hence that name, sidewalk to nowhere.
ABC 13's Shannon Ryan joining us.
Now to the latest on the presidential race. It appears Vice President Harris is making a new move to convince Americans that she's serious about border security. Something like that here in Houston. Meantime, let's talk about the latest with Helene. While we're in the clear of any tropical development in the coming days, Florida is now bracing for her, forecasted to become a major hurricane before landfall. Don't have a hurricane to worry about, thankfully, but we are looking forward to that little cool front that's coming our way, David.
Yeah, kind of indirect. Typically, when a hurricane misses you to the east, you get a northerly wind flow, and sometimes that can bring a cool front in, and that's what we're going to get. But Florida is about to take it on the chin from a tropical storm.
Following tonight's execution, there are 4 more set in Texas this year. That includes a Harris County man who was set to be put to death next week. 61-year-old Garcia White's execution date is October 1st. He is convicted of stabbing to death twin 16-year-old sisters in 1999. Houston Mayor John Whitmire is proposing a pay raise for city workers. And according to our partners at the Houston Chronicle, the city has reached a tentative deal with the Municipal Workers Union. The 3-year labor contract calls for a $3,000 flat raise the first year and then a 3.5% raise for the next 2 years. It would also bring the minimum wage for civilian employees up to $6.75 from the current $15 an hour.
We've covered over recent months the growing number of Americans turning to weight loss drugs. We now know they're doing so at a heavy financial cost.
Today, lawmakers grilling the CEO of the company that makes Ozempic and Wegovy over the price tag of those drugs. All right. The Association for the Advancement of Mexican Americans, known as AMA, has been dedicated to empowering the Hispanic people here in Houston for more than 50 years, offering much-needed programs and free schooling for local students. So now, just this fall semester, they expanded its tuition-free public charter school services to the city of Pasadena. It's really a big deal to the Hispanic community who often don't have many options. Ama Sanchez charter schools have open enrollment year-round. They encourage anyone who wants to look into its programs or schools to visit them in person. Meantime, back to the anniversary of Hurricane Rita and the lessons learned from that storm.
We were talking about our experiences. I was living in Mississippi during Hurricane Katrina a month prior, which kind of precipitated what y'all went through during Rita.
Yeah, which obviously made everyone here a lot more concerned after that happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Brianna Connor, meanwhile, talked to Chief Meteorologist Travis Herzog about the evacuations during that storm, how it was different from most storms. All right, y'all stay with us. A lot more news coming up next on Live at 5.
Checking in with Erica.